with you something that I've noticed in my own journey, but I've also heard from a lot of other people in their own journey in terms of personal development, in terms of transformation, in terms of wealth creation, in terms of business, whatever that journey is on you actually realizing your fullest potential in your life, if that is a journey that you are committed to. What I've noticed is that my friend network and the people I choose to associate with has gotten smaller. And I've heard this over and over again from many, many people who are on this journey in their life. Like they get this, their circle of people that they bring in close to them gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's a really interesting thing that occurs along the way. And here's why I think it's the case. And here's why I know it is that has been the case for me. What we start to understand is that as we actually start to achieve a certain level within our life, in whatever way, shape or form that is, we start to understand what's truly important. And not only what's truly important in terms of the resources that we have in our life. When I talk about resources, I'm not talking about money. What I'm actually talking about is energy. What I'm actually talking about is time. And when you start to actually understand that these are the most valuable resources that we have in our life, we start to become far more careful and mindful about how we choose to actually spend or invest that time and that energy that we actually have and who we choose to invest it with. Also along the way as you go through this journey, we start to get clear around our values at a deeper level. And we start to understand ourselves at a deeper level. And we start to understand the things that we truly, this level of self-awareness starts to emerge. And we begin to get to know ourselves. And we also begin to get to know who we want in our life and what type of person we don't want in our life. And our boundaries tend to get a heck of a lot stronger. Now, let me know if you've seen this in your life before, if you're on this journey, that if you found that your circle of people that you choose to have around you actually gets smaller. That you've cut out some people in your life that might have been there for a long period of time, might have been even some of your best friends at certain points in your life, but now they're no longer there. Let me know if you found that your boundaries around who you allow to influence you and the impact they have on your life, if those boundaries have gotten a heck of a lot stronger. Because if you haven't experienced that in your life, you may want to start thinking about it, because consistently the most successful people and balanced people and people who are most connected to themselves and are finding the most meaning and joy in life, what I've noticed is that they have stronger boundaries around who they share their energy and their time with. When I start thinking about the people I want around me, I want people who are values driven. I want people who are coming from a space of love and who are coming from a space of heart, who are coming from a space of contribution, who are coming from a space of hope, who are coming from a space of giving, who are coming from that space of actually just wanting to be the best human being they possibly can be, to actually be able to give back to our great mother and to humanity in a different way. These are the type of people where I can have deeper conversations with, where I can talk about things which really matter, along with having a heck of a lot of fun at the same time. You know, it's one of the most important things to me is have that values alignment with people in my world and me in their world, where we can actually talk about things which truly matter to us. And I think that's really important. I also think it's important that you have people who hold you to a higher standard, who aren't just going to let you off on your shit, who are happy to have the tough conversation with you, where they sit there and they look at you, and because they love and care about you so much, they're not going to let you slip into a standard or living in a space where you don't belong. That they know that you're better than that, and they love you enough to have the tough conversation with you. And you love them enough to have that tough conversation with them as well. And even to stay in that standard of friendship group, you have to live a certain way in terms of a set of standards that you hold in your life, because that's what they're going to accept in their life as well. They're not going to accept anything less. So have the people around you that you love them enough to hold them to a higher standard, and they love and respect you enough to do the same back to you. It's one of the greatest possible gifts you can have. You know, late Jim Rohn, and I don't know who said it before him, but he said that you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And they also did some studies and found that peer groups tend to be within a 20% income bracket of each other as well. Now, that's not just saying you be very calculative and you go, well, what's your income and what's your income, and you find those type of people. But people who are playing at a certain level in life, there tend to be some similarities that you'll tend to find, right? And they're playing that life at a higher standard, and they want to actually live life at that higher standard as well. And what a gift to be involved in a group like that. The third big thing And when I'm talking about this, you know what? This isn't necessarily about the people I want in my life. It's how I want to show up for the people that I care about and love. And what that really is all about is being there for them, right? And do you know what? No matter high or hell water, you show up and you're present and that they can rely upon you, right? I want to be to the people that I love and care about someone who's reliable. And in a tough situation, when it's there, I want them to know that I'm there and that no matter what, they can rely on me to be there for them, to be able to support them. And when times are tough or when times are great, that the people who you really love and care about you know what, they show up for you. And that's such a beautiful gift to be able to have that in your life, right? And it's something that I always want to aspire towards getting better and better at. And all the things that I'm talking about here, you know, this is always a work in progress. It's always just a continual evolution of self as you continue to step into your truest potential of all the beauty and magnificence that each and every one of you are, right? And I always strive to actually be that, right? A man of value. I strive to be someone who puts out a lot of love and hope and contribution in the world, right? I strive to be someone who's there for the people that I love and I care about in a big way, in a deeper way. I strive to live my life at a certain standard and to care about the people I love and help to hold them to the standard that they're committing to themselves, because we all need support and accountability in that different areas of our life. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more. There's a lot more resonance involved in spiritual journeys and resonance involved in me how to have conversations around business, around spirituality, around relationships, and to have that broad range of different conversations that we can connect on. And I absolutely love being able to do that. But you know what? One of the most important things is all about self-awareness. In the end of it, like having people around you who are self-aware, who are actually able to see who they are, recognize who they are, recognize their beauty, recognize the things they need to be working on, and be in this constant evolving movement of growth in their life, I think is a beautiful, beautiful energy to be around, and the people you choose to spend time with.